Hello, my name is Sutetchi and I am a pixie VTuber. This showcase is for my doll model. This model is supposed to be a living doll, hence why I left some of the physics somewhat unrealistic, because it's supposed to be a toy, and the face is a pencil drawing, so some of the movements won't make sense just because it's not real, so, same token why some things are different on this model compared to other models, but that's that. I just wanted to make sure I explained that in the beginning so it didn't look weird, you know? So first off, for body movements, this model is normally floating, so it has body movements that are meant to implicate that it is moving while floating. It works with the angle X and angle Y, which angle Y doesn't track very well due to software limitations on my part and not rigging. And then I have, the model is usually floating because it's a spirit, I think I just mentioned that, but I can turn it off, so that I'm just standing on the floor, and the same movements still work while I'm standing. And now I will show you how it works in Live2d.
Here we are in Live2d for a better look at my body shapes. It doesn't track as nicely in the VTube video as it does in Live2d, so I thought it would be better if I came in here to show you how it works. This is my angle X. The face moves slightly farther than the body, and that was intentional so that it would create a feeling of depth when the head turns, because obviously this model does not have a neck or other traditional methods of giving depth to the head. The same reason I couldn't do the face shading as much as one would do on a human model or a human adjacent model. And I have all of the face and body movements that move with the corners of the face, as well as the body obviously moving side to side, and things like that. And for the V-Bridger, I have all of my mouth shapes. The mouth moves with all of the traditional shapes of the mouth, and the ears also move with the mouth, which I thought would add a fun bit of expressivity to the model. Normally people link this to the eyebrows, but for the sake of how this model is and how I wanted the ears to move, I linked it to the mouth instead, and that way it would also move with all of the different mouth shapes, instead of being static to one piece of the model. But yes, this model works with all of the different V-Bridger shapes, and I thought that was pretty neat. And here we have my favorite part of the model, the expression. I have a wide variety of expressions on this model. I originally rigged them, or I rigged them this time as separate faces, just because I could have done it the normal way, where you swap out the eyepieces and put them inside of deformers so that they move with the normal eyes, but for the sake of me wanting them to be different shapes and all that, I know I could have done that, but I didn't do it that way, because for instance, eyes like the cat eyes on this one are bigger and wider, so they would have been it would have been more work to make them work with deformers than it would have just for me to do it normally. So that's why I chose to do it that way. I have things like the shock face, which is for whenever I'm startled or I get scared of something. I have this clown toggle, which also moves with all of the mouth shapes. I really like the mouth on that one. I can take my hood on and off for this character, and the hood is actually in the back there. If you see, whenever my hood is off and then that disappears when it's back on, I thought that would add some nice depth to it. I can take this axolotl out of my backpack, which was mainly added to kind of add some life to my backpack and not just make it like a flat accessory. I can also split them into two separate characters, and their eyes do move with mine. I have my Minecraft toggle for whenever I'm playing Minecraft or a similar pixel game. The mouth on this one moves correctly. I have my Shadow Wizard Money Gang toggle, which changes both the colors and the face to the Shadow Wizard Money Gang, and the eyes also move with this one, so it's really funny. I like that one. I have my Splatoon toggle for whenever I'm playing Splatoon, because I really like to play Splatoon, and I wanted this to be a face. I thought it was cool. I can turn off my floating for whenever I am in a collab with other people, and I don't want to be floating in and out of the screen. I have a Call Me Can't Communicate face for whenever my mic is muted or I'm not going to be. And then lastly, for the expressions, we have my mascot as a doll model. As a Live2d item instead of being part of the regular doll model. I initially had it as part of that same model, but for the sake of being able to move it around as an item and have it like about this size next to the normal model, where I can move it around rather than it being a static part of the model, I decided to make it separate. And this model has two toggles of its own. It has its Pikmin toggle for whenever I'm playing Pikmin. The leaf on his head is rigged separately so that it moves on its own. I like that one a lot. I think it's really cool. He's supposed to be a purple Pikmin. I know a red Pikmin would have been the obvious choice because he's already like maroon, but because of what the Pikmin do in the game, I made him purple. And then for Pokemon, I have him turning into Grookey because he's supposed to be similar to a monkey. So that's why I did that. And that is all of my expressions. I also made this fun little capture ball asset to go along with the Pokemon toggle on my model. I thought that would be creative and fun, so I decided to do that as well. It is blue around the edges. It is floating because my character is supposed to be making it float with telekinesis, so that is why it is blue. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sutetchi. I stream on Twitch and I like to play games and rig Live2d on stream. I have just debuted recently on October 15th, which is today as of the recording of this video. I appreciate your time, and I had a lot of fun working on this project. Bye-bye!